This does remind me of like when you get 4 stars in San Andreas, and the cops will like. I used to go up to the mountain and just hang out up there because the cop cars would just drive right off the mountain trying to get to you. They would just,
oh my God, yes.
So let's back up real quick and let's discuss something really, really important, and that is one of the bigger bombs of 2025. This game kind of, I'm not gonna say it came out of nowhere, but for me it did. I guess it was announced a couple months ago. This game is Mind's Eye, and a lot of this came from the folks over, some of the folks who left Rockstar. Vera, do you know anything about Mind's Eye?
Oh, I do. It's an absolute disaster.
It's pretty amazing to watch. Now let's back up a couple weeks, because the Mind's Eye co-CEO was claiming that there was a, quote, concerted effort by some to trash the game and the studio. And he suggested that people were being paid or using spam bots to post negative comments over here. He was asked about this in a Discord, and he was kind of like, yeah, people are definitely trashing on the game right here. This was the guy over here during a Q&A. And at the time, it was like, that's interesting, because the trailer itself looked pretty okay when the trailer was released. So the only thing you're going off of was like, oh, okay, well, the trailer looks fine. It looks like GTA in a modern setting, I suppose, and it looked pretty okay. And then as we got a little bit closer, we saw that a Mind's Eye developer just kind of bolted the studio 1 week before the release. The developer executives were like, yeah, we're out. We'll see ya, which doesn't really make a really good story leading up to it, I would say.
Yeah, when 2 executives leave a company a week before their major title, you would think to yourself, wow, that's a red flag.
Yeah, that's not good.
It was the chief legal officer and the chief financial officer were like, yeah. They had been with Build a Rocket Boy for 2 years, and they just kind of bounced. And people were like, well, what's the deal with this? Well, it has not gone very well since the game has launched. I think they saw the prophecy here.
Yeah.
As since its launch, it peaked at 3,302 players.
Oof.
Currently sitting at 602 players.
Banger.
I mean, some people would kill for that, right? But not them. I mean, they went in and they built this out. But you got to be asking yourself, why? What's going on? Why is this game not gone over very well? Well, as you can tell by the thumbnail of today's stream, right? This is the main character.
Does he have 2 different eye colors?
I don't know. It's so bad.
It looks like one of the metahuman. Like, do you ever see those going around, like the Unreal Engine metahumans?
Yeah.
It just looks like stock. It's just stock metahuman design.
Pretty
great.
great.
Looks weird.
Just like that derp face.
Chad thought it was Yasuke for a second. I kind of see the resemblance.
Uncanny. Uncanny.
Well, this guy Nick Tech over on X has been posting clips. It says, turns out NPCs do actually fight back in Mind's Eye, and it's hilarious. We're going to be checking out some of these clips. They're really, really good. Here we go.
All right.
What is going on?
Just going to pull out his pistol and just bolt.
This is realistic. It's pretty realistic.
These
That
horrible
bullet.
So, the game doesn't look super, super great.
Not
there.
very
You
polished.
don't understand. In the future, bullets go like this when they come out of
Yes.
the barrel. So he's got to aim up like that.
Kind of like
Fucking tracer bullets.
Yeah, yeah.
like November 11th, 1963, when JFK got hit by the curving bullet, the magic bullet over there.
That's what the Mind's Eye is about. You don't know.
Yeah,
Oh, is
the
that
real
right?
plot is the assassination of JFK.
Well, we have this. I love tweets like this that are just simply posted the title of the game here. This is, you can pull a pistol on anybody. Apparently, there's no cops in the game. So let's see what happens when you just pull out the gun.
Wow.
Like some 2007 NPC behavior.
This feels like Cyberpunk all over again.
It really does.
Nope. That's my favorite
Oh
one.
no.
Just here we go, and whoops, there we go.
The reflex.
I do appreciate that she's actually ducking for cover in this situation.
She's
Uh,
smart.
What about you?
She's, yeah.
So
She could have
they
at least
don't
moved behind the
actually
tree,
react
though.
until you put them in your crosshair, from what I've noticed.
You got to put them in. Yeah,
Nothing.
it's going all the way around until you put them in sight. Then they freak
It's like,
out.
oh, hey, bro.
See?
Oh, man. There we
these
go.
Guys, this is where they all ran off to.
And they all run to the middle of the
This is-
street.
See, this is where they all ran off to.
They all got together.
Hilarious.
Getting ready to play Duck Duck Goose over here. Oh my gosh! So the AI has not gone. It's not exactly spectacular here, but there's more because Garrett, you've shot guns before.
Yeah.
So when you shoot a gun,
Mhm.
do you have infinite ammo in the gun?
No, not usually.
So
there's
usually, I'm just curious. You shoot a gun, and then once all the bullets are gone, then you have to get out and reload. Is that right? Is that how they work?
You
Yeah,
have
basically,
actually
yeah.
you could ask it nicely to reload itself, and then it will.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. Well, thank you. Appreciate that. Just for clarity, that's not the case of what happens in Mind's Eye here, as this is one of the scenes from the game, from the trailer, and you can see here as what happens here. He's unloading here this entire time. Not a sink. By the way, this is not like a machine gun. This is just like, I mean, he's probably unloaded at this point,
It's just,
maybe 1,000 rounds.
Holy shit!
That is quite the clip right there.
Very cool.
it's saying in the chat, no reload. Nope. What's going on?
Just
Infinite
let it-
ammo.
infinite ammo glitch.
He paid for the
apparently.
$4.99 upgrade.
Yeah, right. Just letting it go here.
Just
So
forever.
it's a pretty important set piece in the game as well. I mean, just unloading on everybody here. So there's that. You can look forward to the realism there, which is good. Speaking of cars, Vera, you were really intrigued by what was happening in this situation here.
Yeah, a little bit of a car centipede going on here.
Some good graphics.
It's a traffic
Yeah,
jam.
definitely.
Well, you see the
Wow.
mouth is in the butt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh,
Just
uh-huh.
right.
Oh yeah.
Hence the centipede
Yeah,
reference.
yeah.
right
No,
there.
I understood that. I'm
Yeah,
just
sure.
Whew.
I've not seen that. Okay, so, yeah.
It's good. So Mind's Eye looking great.
Mhm.
But Garrett, you saw this one. I haven't seen the falling physics here when
Yeah.
it comes to
Very
this.
accurate to reality.
Okay, I haven't seen this. This will be my first time reacting to this. Vera, have you seen this?
I've not yet.
Ooh, let's see.
Trying to tell you where I'm really from. Does Sherwood Forest happen to be one of those places affected by
These are the developers, by the way, right now.
Okay,
Wowza.
good. Jacob is dead.
Just
Congratulations.
Aw.
So the
His
developer
legs are glitching through the roof.
did he sneako it? Did he go to the edge and walk off? And then over here, is that what's going on here? I appreciate that. About halfway down, let's replay this one more time.
Trying to tell you
As,
where I'm
as
really
he's
from.
falling down, he's just resigned to the
Sherwood
fact that he's
Forest
going
happen
to
to be one
die
of those
because
places
his
affected
yell
by the
just
gambling
stopped.
ban.
he just
Gives up.
stopped.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, it's gonna end. And he's
Well,
well,
this is pretty fun though. I better enjoy it.
yeah.
Free falling.
He's still got 2 or 3 more seconds left on his fall to death. But hey, whatever.
How
Um,
does this happen? How does a game studio overshoot like their scope this badly?
Yeah, it's crazy to think about because I understand that at launch, most experiences, even the best, are typically going to have some minor bugs or glitches. And I think most
Yeah,
people
it's
can look
expected.
past that. I mean, when you have a game that has this large scope and scale, sometimes that happens. But to this extent, we're talking about them being like 3 years out for development. They need like 3 more years before it's
Mhm.
even close to being done at that point.
It's pretty yikes, man, to say the least. That is crazy to see that a game that was released, like someone was looking at this and was like, yeah, we should definitely release this. And I think
Yeah.
that's the most shocking part about this. Nobody in all the the company as a whole was like, yo, dog, let's give this a little more time to marinate here before we put this out to the masses.
Yeah. And I don't like to see developers leave a big company like Rockstar and take a shot on their own and fail this hard. Like, why did they leave and think that they could do the same level that Rockstar can do
Right.
with all of the resources and all of the staff that they have there? Like, scope your game down. Scope it down to just the core elements of the mechanics and make those fun. I think they just went and said, okay, we're leaving Rockstar, so we have to shoot that high.
Right.
And it's like, you don't have to do that.
It's a recipe for disaster.
You're just planning to fail.
I think the biggest thing is just
Yeah.
when you pull out a gun, maybe the NPCs know that you're there standing 3 feet away from them. And
Maybe.
or when you stand up on a bench, you don't clip through to the backside of it.
Yeah. I know that this is a bit of a tinfoil hat theory, and my chat, some of them laughed, some of them agreed. I feel like there are studios now who intentionally pull cyberpunks, where they know they still need 2 years of development, but they figure these clips are going to go viral. They're going to get a lot of attention. They're going to get significantly more people talking about their game now when it's buggy and broken. And then in 3 years, they've developed it because these developers have already put out this big, extensive roadmap. They've put out all these plans. So they figure they're getting the negative attention now. And in 3 years, when the game is really good, we're going to praise them and go, oh my God, they pulled a No Man's Sky. Oh my God, they pulled a Cyberpunk. These developers actually care about you and giving you a high quality product. Maybe it is a bit tinfoil because, of course, you'd think that they'd want to release a good game, but also they're getting way more attention now than they were a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
I got to be honest. I haven't heard that theory. Maybe it's just cooked
It's
out
not
of
a
your
bad
brain.
one.
But yeah, I think there may be something to that. If they have the money to release a broken game, and they're like, look, we're going to release it kind of broken, but we're going to give it 2 years, and that's when development really starts, is upon release. And any money we recoup then will be fine. And then in 2 years, we'll be heroes. People will be like, look, they listen to the audience.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
how do you release a game this fucked up and not know it's this fucked up?
I mean, you're 100% right.
Yeah.
You're 1000% right. I don't know how you release this and not know. Like none of the playtesters were like, so about that.
Well, that's the problem, is that gamers are now the beta testers. Gamers are now the play testers. So they figure, they'll play it. They'll tell us the bugs and glitches.
Yeah, but there's a way you can go about that. It's called early access.
Yeah.
You say, hey, the game's not completely finished. If you want to play it at this level, then you can. That's great. But to do it where we're a big AAA. This is all AAA. You're going to buy this game at full price. It's going to be a full game, and it turns out to be this. Man,
yeah, no. If this was
you.
a $30 early access, I'd be like, meh. It's not that big of a deal because they're going to fix it, and I'm getting it at the discount, so I'm not going to have to buy it full price in 2 years when the cycle's done.
I'll say this. I think that there is something to your theory, Vera, but not in this case, because I don't think the CFO and the chief legal officer.
Well, right.
Yeah,
but 3 weeks ago, the CoCEO was saying there's a concerted effort against us trying to drum up attention, and it didn't end up working. So I don't know. They didn't really care a couple of weeks ago about negative attention because they just cared about getting attention.
right.
That's a good point. Like, who is drumming up negative press for a game that barely anybody's heard of? The first time I heard about it is because of the release and how shitty it is. I've never heard of this game until now. So yeah, there's a giant group of people out there that are going to spend money on bots to go what?
Yeah, and the crazy thing about that is I had done
bullshit.
a video on it 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I went through in my video at least a dozen videos and posts of theirs and scrolling the social media. None of it was being negatively ratioed. Because there just wasn't a lot of people interacting with their content. So they're clearly, at least from what I saw, there was no bot farm going and 98% dislikes because nobody was interacting at all. Makes no sense.
Desperate.
Eric Ias came and says some people's hubris gets in the way. They assume their last successful project was because of them alone, and in some cases, not in spite of.
Yeah.
Very true. Very true. Well, I got another video here. This is from Hypnotic, who was streaming the game. If you haven't seen this is great. And he was playing through this fairly early on, and It's about a 2-minute clip. We'll stop and start, but you'll get the idea here as we go.
Did that thing? What the fuck?
The sky car just crashed in there.
What the fuck? What just happened? Why did that thing crash?
One thing,
Dude, things just be blowing up randomly in this game, crashing randomly in this game. It's almost like every NPC wants to commit suicide. Look at this. Is this supposed to be happening?
What are they
What
doing?
the fuck is happening?
So at this point, he's starting to connect the dots here. Apparently, there's some sort of vehicles are supposed to be in and around the main character here. But watch what happens.
Bro,
Good.
bro, that is not part of the story. That is not part of the story. Why does every NPC want to commit suicide? What is going on? What? Did it just blow up? Oh my god, it just blew up. It didn't just blow up. Something else just blew up. What the fuck is going on? The
Cars over here.
The cars. The cars. What is happening? What is happening?
Cars just driving
What
off
is
cliff.
happening right now?
Oh.
I'm getting scared, man. I can't even go backwards. I'm trying to go back. It's not letting me go back. What the fuck is happening? Oh my.
Okay, deploy your DC-2. Time to see how you and your new tech are acquainted.
Oh, there's another car.
Another one is-
What is going
What the fuck?
on?
What the fuck?
This does remind me of like when you get 4 stars in San Andreas, and the cops will like. I used to go up to the mountain and just hang out up there because the cop cars would just drive right off the mountain trying to get to you. They would just.
Oh my god, yes.
So-
I'm just imagining this is a deep cut here, which probably nobody's going to get. They're all like Velma and Louising it off the edge over there.
Let's go.
This continues here.
Oh shit!
I mean, it's pretty
Oh.
outstanding.
Yo, are you all right? Are you all right?
You doing okay over here?
Is there anybody alive? Oh, they're throwing cars. There's another one over there in the corner.
Just coming.
Oh my
Flying off
god,
the ledge.
dude. Oh my.
Anyways, thanks, Hypnotic.
What
for that
is
clip.
going on?
Pretty
There's
awesome
not
stuff.
even a point. It's not like that's a major hub or something.
No. Just dropping off.
They're
Just-
like, men like explosions. Let's add a bunch here.
yeah,
It's an Easter egg.
we do love explosions. That's true.
I mean,
Well,
you're right on that.
this is true. Explosions, boobs,
Mm.
muscles. People like biceps and stuff.
Guns,
Guns,
a lot of ammo.
eagles.
That's true.
American flags.
Yeah,
It's
American
great.
flag.
Michael
yeah.
Bay the game.
Yeah,
I'd play
great.
that.
All right. I'll tell you what. But we were talking about how they may have known that this wasn't going to work very early on, like pretty much immediately when this was released, because they did go out and they did try to sponsor some streamers. But CoC Carnage is a streamer who was getting ready to boot up the game, and it didn't quite go the way he expected it to go.
Now I know what that is. Oh, Chad. What? Okay.
So what happened? What happened is he was booting up the game to
The
stream it.
sponsor just paused the sponsored stream.
What?
So they're like, well, so about that, we're gonna pay you to stream it, but don't do that.
Don't
right
play the
before
game.
they realize that they just don't even want to show it off, which is
Dang.
just
Dang.
rough.
Yep.
But what
So
about
they called him live while he was streaming?
yes? And
Yeah.
they're like,
Wow.
don't do it. Don't do it.
Wait, stop the presses. Stop it. Don't boot this game up.
Maybe it was a good idea because some streamers have actually gone in and actually played the game, but when asked about their thoughts on the game after playing it, their response isn't exactly what Mind's Eye hoped it would be.
Yeah.
This preview ends of Mind's Eye. just like to remind you guys that
Thank God.
this game was sponsored by. If you want to check out Mind's Eye now on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC, Epic Game Store, and Steam, feel free. And type !_ spawn in chat, and I give you a link.
This guy know he stole some money.
He's like, damn, I can't say nothing.
Yeah.
Hey, if they're gonna pay you,
I'm pretty sure that this game is going to win Game of the Year this year.
Oh my god, he knew it.
That's so bad.
He knew it.
I saw some people saying he's a shill. I'm not gonna say he's a shill because obviously, I think he knew he was expressing how the game was to him,
Yeah.
but he still had to contractually.
Hey, let me just say this.
He got paid.
Listen, we've had a lot of conversations about this here because we reached out. Actually, we had Raid Shadow Legends reach out to us about sponsoring, and I emphatically was like, I can't do it. I can't do it. And then I threw out a number that was so stupid that I was like, there's no way they're going to do it. And they accepted it. So on Tuesday next week, we will be sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. Let's go!
And it's on Craig's birthday as well.
Oh man, that's so funny.
The way I saw it was like, hey, it's my birthday. Like, you can't get mad at me on my birthday. So
They know. It's a
Yeah,
meme.
everyone in the chat says, get your bag, man. Get
Get
your
it.
bag.
Yeah.
Go.
Get it.
Oh my God. Well, listen, speaking of getting your bag, people can get their bag back as Mind's Eye has began issuing refunds to people on PlayStation. People have not been
Why would
That's
they
how
do
you
that?
know it's bad. When PlayStation starts giving extended refund windows, you know your game's cooked.
But I gotta be honest, I don't know why you'd want to refund that. You seem like the content especially if you're a content.
Yeah.
Yeah, seems like a gold mine.
That's right. You can see right here, this person did in fact get a refund here. This is they gave him a full refund here on Mind's Eye. So there you go. That's Mind's Eye, where the memes are better than the game, for sure. So we'll see. We'll see if Vera's tinfoil hat theory comes true. I like it.
Maybe.
It'd be a strategy. It's a strategy.
I mean, they've already committed to a month roadmap, so I don't know. It seems that they're aware that there are a lot of problems.
Vera, are you upset that we're going to be sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends?
Absolutely.
Me too.
I'm so heartbroken. How could you do this? How could you betray us like this, Craig?
Listen, I threw out a number. They gave it. People say get your
Ooh.
bag.
Well, guys, at least I'm getting my 3-penny paycheck.
3 pennies. You got 3?
Yeah, I got 3.
I
Blabs
asked-
signed it.
I asked for 2.
Damn,
We did it. We did it, folks.
We did it,
we
Joe.
did it.
That's right. We'll make sure to have a sweet coupon code for you guys. It's gonna
Yeah.
be great. It'll be great.
Special offers and all that. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
Can't wait.
God, you're gonna get all the special offers. Obey YouTube. Watch this video. It's suggested for you.